Ladies and gentlemen! Welcome, welcome, welcome. How's everyone doing today? Happy Sunday. Guys. Market's heating up. Bitcoin is looking awfully spicy. Smash the like button. Subscribe if you're new. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome, welcome. How's everyone doing today? Happy Sunday. Bitcoin currently trading at 119,363 and 20 cents. Looking good. Hey! What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I missed you guys. I missed you. We got Bitcoin 119,363 and 21 cents. Let's go refresh our liquidation heat map. First things first. See where we are at. So, I had this company contact me. This is full transparency about using their trading indicators. We got 118,557, and I've been using them for a couple of days. Nothing to report yet, but 118,036. I thought it was an exciting development. They seem like relatively decent indicators so far. 117,689. But the guy, obviously they're getting in touch with me for promotion, and I let the guy know that I'm not going to promote it unless it's actually useful to me specifically. 117,428. And obviously the price tag and everything's going to play a role. 116,907. But the guy's been super cool. He's got no problem with the transparency. And he gave me access to the indicator to try out. 120, 121. So I'm actively trying it out. And I guess you guys will hear more regardless of what happens. 120, 469. And I guess we'll go right here. 129.03. We'll leave it at that for now. I'm not going to go up anyhow. I guess, should I? Maybe? Yeah, let's go to this one. 121, 251. Yeah, that looks good. So, relatively uniform. We've officially broken out of our range that the market maker permissed us to trade in for this lovely weekend, because it is Sunday. Evan's coming in with a super duper early guess. Evan, my friend, you got 25 minutes. Unless you become a channel member, then you can guess up to 1 hour early. Waterfly said, make it go down. The Heat said, can Fartcoin stop starting around and just fart for a change? I think the Heat's having a stroke. Let me know when you get it. I got it, Evan. I got it. But you need to be a channel member in order to guess up to 1 hour early. Otherwise, you have to wait until 7:50 p.m. EST. Just so you're aware. Jim said Bitcoin ETFs had very interested call put options for the week. Most of the funds had strangely huge put blocks near the area where the actual price of Bitcoin wicked. Wall Street is still quite quietly long. Interesting. Okay, I like it. I'll take it. Thank you for the input, Mr. Jim. Bitcoin dominance 61.1, still rejecting 62. Hopefully that was the top, or the rejection point, and Bitcoin dominance just continues the downside. Obviously, the next point of contention that we're going to see if we break below 61 is going to be 60.5. Cecil Freaks also giving us an early guess. See what you did, Evan. Guys, 7:50 p.m. EST is when... Why is everyone guessing so early? You guys are freaking me out. Stop it. Zach's coming in with a guess. Evan said a channel member. How many hundreds of dollars is that? You trying to get that that point? In case you guys aren't aware of the lore behind this, it's actually really funny. There's Rare Evo is a like a blockchain expo in Las Vegas, and everyone's been asking me to go, and I can't fly. I refuse to fly. I will literally die if I get on an airplane that I'm not actively flying myself. I have a control problem. I'm fully aware of it. And I saw this video and I was like, I could do this. So I posted it on my my X account. I was like everyone that keeps inviting me to Rare Evo, not realizing this is the only way I'm flying down there. And then Evan replied a bunch of times, and I was like, Evan, leave me alone. Let me fly in my stupid little plane. I don't know, it was just funny. It was funny. Cecil Freak said, what up with SNEK? Let's actually go check SNEK out. SNEK is currently trading at 36. We've been lingering in between 30 and 40 for a bit. We poked our head above 47, touched 50 for a hot second. That was actually exciting. But we'll see where we go from here. We seem to have flatlined almost, which is very interesting. I think SNEK's going crazy pretty soon here. Not financial advice. It's recovered quite tremendously from the local bottom. From the local bottom to the current price, it's up 100%. So, not financial advice. This is why we buy dips, people. And maybe, I don't know, pay close attention to certain ecosystem plays. If you spread yourself too thin doing research, then you're not going to learn anything. Does that make sense? Zach said SNEK volume looks crazy low. Tattoos says 175k ADA or something. I don't know who that is. Oh, Tap Tools. Okay. What about the centralized exchange volume? Because people are buying and selling on centralized exchanges now, including Kraken. ETH is up 3.13% on the day, currently trading at 38.57. Looking good. New local high on ETH, heading towards 4K. Very exciting stuff. We got a little rejection around 38. Bounce off of 35, and now we're heading towards 4K. If we break that, then obviously bullish continuation. Interestingly enough, I see we get a pump, rejection, little hump, and then explosion. Pump, rejection, little hump, and then explosion. That's the exact same move, just on a larger scale. Prove me wrong. Volume looks really good. RSI is almost overbought on the 4-hour time frame. We did just get across of the RSI moving average into the bullish territory, and the market cipher momentum wave is also bullish. So ETH looks good. Sol is up 1.73%. Sol has been lagging behind ETH a little bit. It's currently trading at $188, which is above $184, which is good. We got kind of a lower time frame inverse head and shoulders potential here. And we'll see if that breaks out and maybe results in, let's see, frugal target of like 198. And hopefully that gives us enough juice to get above 200. But we'll have to wait and see. Alexa said Athena. Let's go check it out. I can't type. That's ENA, correct? Is that what that is? Yes. Okay. Athena. Interesting price action here. So we lingered around 25 for a minute. Broke above 32. Used that as support. Got a nice little W right there. Broke above 43 and 49, came back down, retested 43, used that as a springboard, and now we're currently testing 67.59. If we can get above that, then 78 will be in the cards. We could get a projection here if we do look for a midpoint liquidity pullback around 57, 56, 57, and then a potential bounce there. Otherwise, a break and retest, maybe a linger. Maybe it'll break and linger at 66 for a minute and then use that to springboard. We'll have to wait and see. Volume's slowly increasing. RSI is currently overbought on the 4-hour time frame. We did get a confirmed red dot on Market Cipher way back here, which seems to have played out. It's nice when those get just completely denied. And yeah, momentum wave, a little spicy, but nothing crazy, nothing to be scared about. Total 3, up 2%, currently trading at $1.05 trillion. We got double top rejection off of 1.07, double bottom bounce off of 1, and we've since started lingering sideways and up very slowly, which I'm totally okay with. We are starting to curl more violently to the upside though, and it looks like it's curling quite fast. So a break of 1.13 would be enormous on total 3 specifically. But again, we'll have to wait and see. ADA's up 0.93%. ADA's been very lingery today. Double top, just like everything else. Double bottom, sideways. Hopefully we start curling up. Volume's kind of falling off a little bit. RSI seems to be bouncing off of the moving average, and momentum wave is sitting right in the middle. Tishu said, yo, told you BNB Bitcoin looked good. Wonder if it's a local top. Flexa said, let's effing go total 3. Tishu said, on its USD pair, that is. I gotta get BNB on here, I think. I don't know, though. Nobody ever asked about BNB, which is weird because it does tremendous. BNB, obviously pumping straight through resistance lines with a little bit of rejection here and there. Support. And we broke above 789. Little fake out, came back down for a little double bottom, rejection, break, and continuation. Currently trading at 841.33. We actually have run out of resistance lines. Is this a new all-time high? Is BNB just shredding? I think it is. That's crazy. It's weird how quick you can get to like 5-6 years ago just by switching to the daily chart. So BNB's just put in a new all-time high after new all-time high. Are they like burning their supply or something? What's going on here? Why is this doing so well? It's got a 6% candle on the day. Whoa, that's crazy. All right. SNEK we already looked at. It's up 1.06%. Currently trading at 36. Looking good. Get above 38. That'd make me happy. XRP's up 1.89%. We got a little double top rejection around 360. Broke below 340. Broke below our blue trend line. Found support at 3. Rejected our blue trend line. Support at 3 again. It did the W thing, just like everything else, and now it's doing the sideways thing. We're in kind of like a pause moment, it feels like, on altcoins. Altcoins are paused and waiting for Bitcoin to see what's going on. Flex said CZ owns like 80%. That actually makes sense. If majority of the supply is not circulating, then that makes sense as to why the price would pump up so hard. There's only like 3 or 4 BNB changing hands, so when people want to pay more, they have to pay more. Evan said, you have more mods than like when I came in here. Seems like they don't take their job seriously. That's actually really funny. I think that they just talk. Evan, those are the only people that tune into my channel. I just mod them just so that way they can fight each other, and it's really fun to watch, which never happens. Which I don't even know why I pay them at that point. I'm just kidding, by the way. I don't pay them. That's not that funny. HBAR is up 3.41%. They are back in their cancer curing range. Look at that. Cancer's cured again. Thank you very much, HBAR. We got a little triple top action going on up here. Break below, little W. We got a little wick rejection, and then a break above, support, continuation, and then we seem to have resistance. I don't know, is that a midpoint resistance at 30? Where's that? 29, 30? Yeah, we'll see if we can keep lingering up. We do have a confirmed red dot on Market Cipher right here, which might be playing out right now. We'll see what happens. RSI is also looking to try to cross bearish over the moving average and potentially drag the price down. If it does, we'll try to look for support around 26.5 and see if we can hold that lower portion of the trend line. Sweet is up 4.19%, getting a little pumpy. We got a little double bottom here as well. Instead of lingering sideways on SWE, it got a little pumpy. But everything else pumped up and then dragged down, did the W, and then lingered sideways. Whereas SWE sideways did the W and then pumped up. So it seems like they saved the fun part for afterwards. Evan said, "Don't mute me." That's just his excuse. He's gonna leave and then he's gonna be like, "Oh, the mods muted me. Oh no, they muted me until today because I'm back now." Cheers, guys. Happy Sunday. Yeah, delicious. All right, so yeah, SWE looks good. If we get a break above 438, then 496 is definitely in the cards. It's getting a little spicy though, a little overheated. Like I said, we got a confirmed red dot. It seems to have been invalidated though, but we'll see. Volume looks good actually, and your momentum wave is a little spiced up. Ondo's up 1.8%. Altcoins are heating up today for some reason. Ondo 1.8%. Evan's real name is Pickle. Evan, stop guessing. You're confusing the new people. Ondo's up 1.9% on the day, currently trading at 106. What do we got here? Ondo's kind of stuck in between 109 and $1. Got a rejection, support, rejection, little midpoint, support, break, fake out, support. There's that W and there's that sideways. It's present on every single altcoin for some reason. I'm not sure why. It's part of it. Unverified said Epstein token to the moon. Ew. I'm not buying none of that. That's getting a little too into the realm of a little too freaky for me for the internet. I'll abstain from Epstein token. Thank you very much. Evan said, "Let me know when I can guess." I'm guessing the exact amount. Okay, I will let you know. I usually do let you know. You guys got about 12 minutes, so simmer down. Evan, why does your profile picture look so swole? That looks like somebody that can't reach behind them to wipe their own butt. Watch that be like an actual picture of Evan. He's like, "F you, man." Aerodrome is up 1.35% on the day, similar to Ondo in the weird choppy sideways scenario. We got rejection, support, rejection, support, rejection, support, sideways. There's your W, sideways, just like everything else. Flexa said, "Bro, I hate them sites that remind you that you have stuff in your cart. Literally, a site left a site 5 minutes ago with stuff in the cart for later. They already emailed me to remind me." Yeah, I window shop all the time, dude. That would bug the crap out of me too. I usually don't make an account, or if I do, I'll give them. I have like dummy emails, which is pretty funny. Butterfly. Butterfly goes, "Sometimes wiping is hard. Use a bidet." What was that one thing, man? Hold on. You guys remember this thing? The comfort wipe. Do you guys remember the comfort wipe, the commercial? Oh my gosh. Let me see if I can pull it up.
For over one.
Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. I just made you guys deaf. Hang on. Comfort wipe. Ready? They're like, "Oh my gosh, I can't use this. This toilet paper is such a pain. Let me shove this thing up my ass." What is that? And then it's got a quick release thing. 18 inches long. Why does this exist? Somebody funded this. Somebody paid for this infomercial for a thing that grabs toilet paper for you to wipe your butt with. And it's enormous. It's huge. I like to shove this thing in my butt. The sanitary solution. It's so weird, dude. Oh my gosh, what a weird... People paid money to invent those. What if I said I want one? Flexa said, "Gotta invest in a good back scratcher, man. Swole problems. Swole people problems." Evan said, "Gotta use the 3 shells to wipe." 3 shells? Flexa said, "Bro, what the F is that?" My 600-pound life, how I wipe my ass. No, dude, you gotta get like here. Oh my gosh, I just invented one. I have this for my freaking stupid for my selfies that I take. Oh, it's a gooseneck, dude. You gotta get a gooseneck phone holder. Look at this. I can put the whole roll on this bad boy, and then I can twist it and go whoop. That's genius. Somebody called, what is it called? QVC. Evan said, it's for people who are 350 pounds. Look up the shells. The shells. The shells. It's a band. It's a 1950s band. The shells for my butt. What am I looking up here, Evan? This is a family-friendly stream. That's not a thing. Look up the shells. The most vague thing in the world to look up. All right, guys. This is a crypto channel. We're getting distracted. Aerodrome. Like I said, it's got the little W thing, and then it did the sideways thing. Like everything else, I'm not entirely sure what's happening. We are literally in like a wait-and-see mode. We did get an announcement for an alleged trade deal between the United States and the European Union. So that should be exciting. Obviously, we'll probably find out tomorrow if that is in fact true or not. I'm pretty sure it is, but obviously we'll have to wait and see. Pinlink is up 0.73%, lingering around 73, right below 75. It has been kind of dancing in this range, teasing 75 support or resistance. So I think it's safe to say that it's neither. This line could probably move to the top or bottom. Regardless, we're looking for above 87. Right now, it's just a wait-and-see mode, just like everything else. It's got the W, but the sideways part also went down. So we'll see. Flexus said Franco bare hands it and then wipes his hand on the towel. Jeez. Render is up 2.2%. Render is actually still holding its range quite nicely. We got our M, we got our W, and then we got our sideways, which is also curling up, which is what we want to see. Evan said, this is the crypto channel, he says, after showing a video of a stick with... Evan, that's the most crypto thing I've ever seen, so I'm not sure what you're talking about. What did you say? 3 shells for wiping? Are they shotgun shells? How to use 3 shells. What? They have come to universally replace toilet paper and bidets. I'm not reading all that. There's a whole instruction manual. Flexa said, yay, bull market. Dream Tank said, barehand it and then lick your hand clean. So yeah, render, we're looking for a break above, obviously 432, but 475 should be next in the cards if we get some bullish momentum. I'm not a big fan of what these candles look like on all of these charts that are lingering like this. And they're very much just following the moving average, which maybe is pushing the price up. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. Stellar's up 1.79%. We got the W. We got the sideways. We'll see if we break up on Stellar. Currently sitting at 44.30. 45 is going to be the next psychological point to get over. We will see. Polkadot is up 2.47%, sitting above 421, which is nice. The little W sideways is actually kind of angled, so it's working a little bit better. RSI and Momentum Wave, looking good. Everything looks good on Polkadot. Fartcoin is up 0.25% on the day. Fartcoin has just been incredibly, tremendously underwhelming. And I'm hoping it just gives a big daddy push to the upside soon, but I don't know. It's like I said, that lingering zone. Like, this seems like a nightmare, but it's actually just an uptrend, which it did just break. So it might start going down from here. We'll see. Top Select Codes at EU deal. Gonna make stocks go bonkers tomorrow. I actually have some stocks now, so that's exciting. Let's see. Let's see what my stock portfolio is doing. They look pretty good. Nothing crazy. I probably should have bought some different stuff, but it is what it is. All right, guys, we got less than 4 minutes remaining until the daily close contest, so make sure you stick around for that. Barcoin looks good. I want to see it get above 139, but if it starts continuing down, then 128 is definitely in the cards. I did get AMD, yes, Flex. I did get AMD. CAS is sitting at 1047, up 7.54% on the day, heading towards 1093. If we can get a break above that, great. We are sitting above 10 though, which was resistance right here for a minute. So we got a little triple bottom action, broke above, and I don't know, is it coming down for a retest? That'd be kind of crazy, but we'll see. Flex said I can't get in my Discord account. What'd you do? Flex is out here breaking the law and stuff. That's why YouTube blocks his guesses too. Well, I guess it doesn't. It probably won't be a problem because he's modded. Mr. Roberts said, "Hey JJ, hey gang, what's going on, Mr. Roberts? We're all over the place today. Do you have problems wiping your butt, friend?" Evan said, "I tagged you in the Dong Discord with what you need to see. I'll look at it later, Evan. We're already too distracted." Caspa, like I said, 1093 should be our bullish target. We'll see if it continues to the upside. Momentum wave just crossed bullish, and RSI got a nice bounce off of its moving average way back here. So, see where we end up. Avalanche is up 3.93%. Ooh, new local high inbound, currently trading at 25.92. This is what I'm expecting everything to do. We got our M, we got our W, and then it did a little bit of sideways and then blasted up, broke above 25, retested, and now it's swinging up further. 27.33 next in the cards. I told you guys Avalanche looked amazing, and it is continuing to show why it looks amazing. It is a good-looking coin, good-looking chart. We'll see where she ends up. Chainlink up 4.07. Chainlink, very similar to Avalanche. We got our M, we got our W, we got our Linger, and our Swoop. Let's see if we can break through 20. We're at 1916 right now. RSI and Momentum Wave both look good. Doge is up 1.98% on the day, currently trading at 24, struggling to get above 24, but it is sitting above it right now. What if I said, "Hi, Mr. JJ has butt wiping commercials"? Yes, we do have butt wiping commercials. Plexus said, "Free speech only applies to big names." Never block my guests, but I do get banned on Twitter a lot. Twitter is pretty fun. Pretty fun. Fun time. If Doge can break above 24 and hold above it with conviction, then 26.75 should be in the cards, but we'll see. Near is up 2.36% on the day, currently trading at 295. I don't think my alarm's going off, which is supposed to be. Up 2.29%. See if we can get above 299. Guys, Bitcoin daily close contest, less than 1 minute. We got 32 seconds remaining. So get your guesses ready. I almost got through all the charts. So close. Cheers, guys. Happy Sunday. And oh my gosh, that's delicious. Ladies and gentlemen, get your guesses in for the daily close contest. Waterflash said, "I abstain today. We accept your abstinence." I don't know if that's even the right term. Get these bad boys plugged in. Tom Phillips Goat coming in with 119.450. It is first come, first serve. So if your guess correlates with somebody else's, then whoever guessed it first gets that number. Ooh. Flex said, "JJ, are you on Top Chat?" I don't know what that means. Oh, you know what? I am. That's the first thing that I haven't changed. Thank you. Thank you, Flexa. I am on live chat now. Thank you for saying something. How did you know that? This is the first time in like months that I haven't changed that. We got Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn coming in with 119.55555. We got Drimmer coming in with 119.774 and 69 cents. Thank you, Flexa. We got Evan. I was gonna skip him just for fun, but I couldn't do it. 119.385. We got Dream Tanks TV with 119.425. We got Mr. Robbers, 119.5K. 0.5K. What? No, that's 50. 119,000. Yeah, what are you talking about? 119,500? Is that it? Why are you gonna make it complicated? Baja said, yo, what's going on, Baja? Evan said I won. No, you gotta wait till the close, man. Cheers, guys. Happy Sunday. Daily and weekly close today. Mr. Robert said yes. I don't know why I had to think about that for so long. Anybody else for the daily close contest? Anybody at all? Let's see. What time is it? Mr. Robbers, 119,500. Okay, got it. Brennan Hilgan said, my shit's not going through. You're going to have to try typing words in between your numbers. Even if it's one word in between one number. Like one number, one word, one number. Just do that. Whatever you got to do to get it to go through. Evan said, I need a pat on the back and an attaboy when I win. Flexa. Coming in with 119,430 and 82 cents. Mr. Robert said, come on, Waters, get in there, fella. He said he abstains today. Baja said, ETH looking juicy, my brother. I agree. I actually agree with that. Unverified coming in with a guess. There you go, Brennan Hilgan. I got you. 119, 376, and 42 cents from Unverified. Grimmer said, Brennan, you need a blood sacrifice to the YouTube gods. Brandon coming in. Brennan Hilgan coming in with 119,403. Got it. A lot of participants today. Thank you guys for participating in the daily close contest. 53 seconds remaining on the clock for you guys to get your guesses in. Bitcoin currently trading at 119,404 and 16 cents. Janix coming in with a guess. I don't know what it is. There's like the contrast between Janix's picture and his name, and like the umbrella little stamp thing next to his name for his membership. There's something about it that like makes his appearance look extra special. Brendan said I sacrificed a Coors Light. I like it. I'll take it. Janix coming in with 119,301 penny. That penny has screwed people over in the past. Just saying. I'd be scared to do a penny. I'd be interested in finding out what Bitcoin has closed at the most. Ladies and gentlemen, time's up. We are no longer accepting guesses for the daily close contest. Thank you very much for participating. Let's sort these bad boys and get them on the chart. We got quite a few entrants today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 entries. Lexa said, whenever people say TP, I think toilet paper. I think the same way, dude. I don't like the abbreviations for crypto. Just chill. Say the words. We have words. Use them. We're not 12 anymore. It's not like you're texting your girlfriend. Cash Oak said, what up? Little sketchy, but we are long. I like it, dude. We're all long. We got Drimmer. Did I sort these yet? Okay, yes. We got Drimmer with 119,774 and 69 cents. We got Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn, 119,555.55. We got Mr. Robbers, 119,500. Mr. Robbers. I've been watching the Osborns. They've been streaming it, which is pretty sick. 119,450 from Tom Selleck Scope. Season 2 has been streaming on their YouTube channel. Ooh. A little spike on Bitcoin right there. Flexa 119,430 and 82 cents. And then we got Dream Tanks with 119,425. And then we got, I just whacked my mic, I'm sorry. Then we got Brendan Hilgen with 119,403. We got 2 minutes and 46 seconds remaining on the clock. Evan Pickle with 119,385. Bitcoin getting a little spike to the downside, currently trading at 119,420 and 14 cents. Dang, nobody guessed 420? Where's Fahid? Fahid always guesses 420. This was his one opportunity. Who's next? We got Evan, and then Unverified with 119,376 and 42 cents. And then last but not least, we got Janix with 119,301 penny. What the hell is that? There we go. Janix has a nice big gap. Ladies and gents, thank you for participating. We got 1 minute and 46 seconds remaining on the clock. Waterfly said, good luck all. Cash Oak said, what up, little sketchy, but we are long. Drummer said, Flexa, I think Indian Tent. Cash Oak said, C and ICP. We'll take a look at those. I believe Cash Oak, that would be Native American Tent. Flexa said, TP. Cash Oak said, Bitcoin Cash banged me over 600. Dang. Tom Selleck said HFSP FOMO. I don't know what that means. Flexa said, have you watched Happy Gilmore 2 yet? Not yet. I started watching Happy Gilmore, the original, last night. My daughter's never seen it, so she's got to watch both of them. Like, she's got to experience the original, and then we got to watch the sequel as a family. Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn said, looking forward to the news segment. People on X saying big things coming this week, but don't elaborate. Probably clickbait. We shall see, my friend. We shall see. Guys, this is the candle that will determine the fate of our winner. Currently, Brendan Hilgen is in the lead with Dream Tanks TV, and a close second place. Currently disqualified as of right now because the price is lower than his guess, but we shall see. It is closer to his guess than it is to Evan's. All it takes is one quick pump or one quick dump. There it is. Evan Pickle now in the lead for the win. For bragging rights at this exact moment, 30 seconds remaining on the clock. He did say he was going to win. He was very confident today, very cocky. He also said that he wipes his butt with seashells, which is very strange, but we don't judge here at JJ's Crypto Corner. We are also equally as weird, but it has nothing to do with poop. Congratulations, Unverified, on now taking the lead from Evan. Bitcoin 119,383 and 3 cents, 10 seconds remaining on the clock. Like I said, this is the candle that will determine the fate of our winner. Ladies and gentlemen, ooh, Brendan Hilgen back in the lead, 3 seconds remaining on the clock. Who's it going to be? Oh, Brendan Hilgen takes it, ladies and gentlemen. The daily close price for Bitcoin is 119,415 and 55 cents. Congratulations, Brendan Hilgen. What did I say? 119,415, 55. Brendan Hilgen is our winner. Ladies and gentlemen, spam the bananas in the chat for Brendan Hilgen. Congratulations. I believe, is this Brendan's second win? It might just be. We'll have to check the winner's Google Doc to see. Crazy. That one was actually crazy. There was a lot of guesses. A lot of people potentially in the win. Mr. Evan was not victorious. Congratulations, Brendan Hilgen, on your victory with his guess of 119,403 and 0 cents. Brendan Hilgen has won bragging rights, I believe, for the second time. Don't quote me on that just yet. Ladies and gentlemen, spam the bananas in the chat for Brendan Hilgen. Gosh, this chart's messy. My chart always this messy? All right, Brendan Hilgen. Yay! Congratulations, my friend. Very cool. Let's add Mr. Brendan Hilgen to the winner's Google Doc. This is Let's see. Did we get a Brennan Hilgen? No? Am I crazy? I thought for sure Brennan won before. No, this is Brennan Hilgen's first win. Congratulations, Brennan, on your first victory. After a losing streak by the entire chat, 25th was not available because I was not here. Yesterday was nobody because you guys were just too bullish, which means I won $115 and bragging rights. Flexa said, do you remember Daniel Maines? I think I do, actually. Brennan said, almost won by default yesterday. That's true. That's what that was then, yes. Brennan Hogan is our winner today, ladies and gentlemen. His first victory of the year. Is he going to make it a streak? Find out tomorrow. Now, ladies and gentlemen, can I get a drum roll, please? The winner of today's daily close contest with a guess of 119,403 and an actual Bitcoin daily close of 119,415.55 on July 27th, 2025. Brennan Hilgen's prize is a delicious fried Polish sausage with a homemade bun, fried onions, peppers, and nacho cheese from my local fair just 2 days ago. I actually ate this, and it was freaking delicious. Congratulations, Brennan Hilgen. You won quite possibly the third greatest prize in the history of the Daily Close contest. I wait the entire year, and then I pay $75 for me and my family to enter the fairgrounds just so I can eat this sausage. It is freaking delicious. Very fun, very cool. The second best prize is Jimmy John's, and the first is Ventimiglia's, which is a sub place in Detroit that you definitely need to visit if you ever come to Michigan. Quite possibly the greatest sub sandwich that ever existed. Lexa said, wait, that's the sausage I saw in chat. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It was me. That was my sausage. I ate that right after I took that picture. Evan said it's rigged. Oh, congratulations, Mr. Brennan Hilgen, on your victory. Enjoy your sausage. I would recommend not sharing this because it is too delicious, but you are legally obligated to remove it from the premises. Congratulations once again. All right, where were we? We were at near. Yeah, near looks good. I would love to see it get above 299. It's currently at 295. It had a lovely rebound. We got our M, we got our W, and instead of just going sideways and being boring and lame, it actually pumped up. So near looks quite good. It's riding the moving average. Evan said Michigan roads are so bad I never want to go there. Okay, Evan. Our buddy Clint lives in Ohio, and we used to always joke about this. I've experienced this. I started going down to North Carolina for work like 10 years ago, and I remember we're driving and the roads, like, no joke, we're driving and the roads are really crazy and everyone's bouncing up and down and we're like, oh shit, and it's just regular Michigan roads, so we're like totally used to it. And then it says welcome to Ohio, and I shit you not, you can like hear the peaceful road as soon as you cross over. It goes like and you're like, whoa. You're driving like this, and then it says welcome to Ohio, and it just goes whoosh. You feel like you're driving in the Batmobile, and you're like, whoa. Ohio has really nice roads. So even though your guys' air is not breathable, your roads are very drivable, so I commend you for that. Congratulations on having nice roads and smoggy oxygen. At least you can drink your water. It said my name is Clint. Well, that's good, because we lost our OG Clint, so you can replace him. Because he doesn't show up anymore because he's fucking lame. And you can send that to him, because I think it's funny. Brendan Hogan said sausage and banana is a party. Yes, it is. Ooh, Flexa said Athena flipped near on CoinMarketCap. Unverified said, can you look at AVAX? Yes, Avalanche has been shredding, dude. Looks beautiful. New local high candle close, perhaps? I think so. Avalanche is the only altcoin that did the MW and continued to pump. Everything else, even though it like pumped a little bit, it was like kind of sideways, like a little sloppy, a little boring. Avalanche just went for it, man. And they're still going. Currently heading towards 27.33. That's my target for Avalanche. It's at 26.06 right now. If it breaks 27.33, we have this really ancient legacy trend line from God knows where. I guess way back here. That would be important for us to get over. As of right now, we are still, in my opinion, in a bottoming pattern. Potential W with a mini W on the left as well. But the price looks awesome. The price, the chart, everything looks great. The pullback seems healthy. Avalanche looks really good here. Flexa said you can't hear the dogs barking because the migrants ate them all. Dun dun dun. Evan said, I know Ohio is so much better. No, man, Ohio's so flat. Like everyone says Michigan's flat. Ohio's pretty dang flat. Like, Ohio is what I imagine like rural New York feels like, but that's just the entirety of Ohio. And there's no problem with that. Ohio's like a nice place to like live in like your 20s and 30s. That sounds so mean. It just exists, you know. You're like, oh, we're here. This is the Midwest. And that's about it. What if I said Koreans moved to Ohio? I don't know. That's a good question. All right. Anyways, yeah, Avalanche looks awesome. Chili's did the NW thing and did the sideways linger. MW sideways linger. It's starting to push up a little bit, which is good. Currently at 44.24. Hopefully next stop 5. We'll see. We do have some psychological now resistance at like 4.6, 4.5. Flexus said, what's Kentucky like? I like Kentucky. Let me actually see where Kentucky is. Okay. I don't really know much about Kentucky. I know Tennessee. I do not know much about Kentucky. Tennessee's real cool though. I drove through all of those states 4 times last year. Well, last year and this year. Flexa said some girl wants me to visit her. I'd go for it. Kentucky's not a bad place to meet a woman. As long as it's a real woman. Chili's. A lot of volume coming in. Yeah, like I said, looking for 4, maybe 46. Let's see if we can break through 46 first before we look for 5. I meant to say 5, not 4. Before we look for 5. Our size, kind of chilling. It's around 60. Momentum might get a little spiced up. Silver, still sitting around 38. It couldn't hold 39 for long. MicroStrategy down 2.18% since Friday. Flexa said, as long as it's a real one. You know, we got to specify that now. I think that that's a fair specification. For MicroStrategy, I am looking for $500 target. DXY, kind of rejecting. NASDAQ looks awesome. S&P looks awesome. We shall see. Bitcoin dominance 61.06. We'll see if we break below that and continue to the downside. So far, it really looks like we've properly rejected 62, which is good. Bitcoin 119.340. Congratulations, Brennan Hilgen, once again, on your victory. Enjoy your Polish sausage. Absolutely delicious. News segment, ladies and gents. M2 money supply is going vertical. This guy says, we are so screwed. Every dollar you're holding is bleeding value fast. They're printing like there's no tomorrow, and your cash is getting more worthless by today, which is why we buy cryptocurrency with it. Flexa said, why is there a coffee machine in the corner? Oh, is it there at all times? It's only supposed to be there towards the end of the video. That's my logo. So I ordered my merch, and I had it delivered to my mom's, and the coffee machine logo's on there. And she's like, you got something. It's like a coffee cup. And I was like, what? And I go there and I look and I was like, oh, this is this is my logo. She's like, what is it? And I was like, it's a coffee maker. Why did you think it was a coffee cup? Blew my mind. But I thought it was kind of cool. Mr. Roberts said, I'm in the yard over an open fire, chopping wood, cooking T-bones, baked potatoes, roasted garlic, and working on gorgonzola butter sauce. Could not be more content. Good vibes to y'all. I love it, Mr. Roberts. That's awesome. We shall continue the good vibes. But before we continue, I'm going to go and grab another fan because I am sweating my brains off. I'll be right back. It's like 10,000 degrees in here, man. I might as well be sitting over an open fire as well. I'm really sweaty. Okay, this is the first time it's been like too hot in here. Evan said audio was gone. JJ was gone. Okay. All right, let's see. So M2 money supply increasing substantially. This one's kind of crazy. Bank of America teams up with Ripple to use RLUSD for internal transactions. Backed by BNY Mellon, integrated with River and OpenPaid, XRP is becoming an RWA giant, which is crazy. Bar chart crypto has had its biggest 4-week inflow in history. Crazy, crazy time. $11.5 trillion BlackRock says Fed Chair Jerome Powell should lower interest rates. This one was crazy to me. I'm pretty sure they're going to lower interest rates now because BlackRock like runs the whole planet. So that's just my opinion. CBOE Volatility Index VIX closes near its lowest level of the year. No fear left in the market. U.S. housing market first-time homebuyers have fallen to a record low. That's because we can't afford houses. Coinbase, this one's actually sick. I'm not gonna play this, guys. I'm just like kind of hyped up for it. Brian Armstrong is gonna be on the Sean Ryan podcast, and it looks pretty sick. I believe he gave him a gun, just like he always does for everybody. Did they show that clip? No, I think Sean Ryan showed it. You know, he gives like all of his guests a gun. Like I said, Q4 rocket September. I like it. I will take it. That's only 1 month away. The U.S. and China have agreed to extend their tariff pause for another 90 days. So basically, just don't tariff China. That's what we're getting to, it seems. Michael Saylor hints at buying more Bitcoin. He says it all began with $250 million in Bitcoin. I love it. Unverified said federal judge granted emergency hearing for tomorrow to enjoin Powell from holding Fed meeting privately. Really? What does that mean? U.S. and China agreed to extend tariff pause by another 90 days. President Trump says U.S. officially reached trade deal with the European Union. Unverified said pressure is ramping up on Powell. I mean, it really is ridiculous that he's waited this long. Like, I'm not an economist, but I can't afford a house. Nobody can afford houses. People cannot buy houses. And I'll be the first one to criticize Trump when he's being a dumbass. But one of the most recent things that I said to him, that I saw him say, like I just talk to him all the time. One of the most recent things that I saw him say was that people can't afford houses. A large group of people in a lower income bracket that traditionally would normally be able to afford houses cannot afford houses right now. And it's not even because, oh, houses are too expensive. It's because the interest rate has made the monthly payment twice what it would normally be like 5 or 6 years ago. That's ridiculous. That's not okay. In what world, in what economy is it okay for the housing market, the largest like investment market on the planet, to quietly collapse because you're pushing out like a majority of individuals who are supposed to be buying those houses? It's ridiculous. Evan said, life hack, if you send a letter, write the address you want to send it to the return address, put a stamp on it. They'll send it to them for free. Thank me later. Don't put a stamp on it. They'll send it to them for free. Thank me later. I actually received. I figured this out when I was a kid. The return to sender thing is literally a second use out of the stamp. So I would get a letter or like a birthday card or whatever from my aunt, and I would open it up very carefully, and I would write my own letter, like in reply, put it in there, take my birthday card out, whatever, and then I would seal it back up, and I would write return to sender, and then we got a free letter out of it. I thought I was a genius. I was like, I've circumvented the United States Postal Service. Brandon Hilgen said gold-plated deagle with the Bitcoin sign is what I will buy when moon. I'm gonna buy a house. Flexa said, bro, do it. Brendan Hilgen said, or same thing for my 306 for elk. Flexa said, it's not that you can't afford one, it's that the banks will not mortgage people even if you pay higher rent than the mortgage payment will be. They are effing scumbags. Or you take your what? Or are you taking outright buy? Talking. I can't read. I can't read. Or are you talking outright buy? Both. I mean, I could apply for a mortgage right now, but I'm not going to be comfortable paying twice the mortgage payment. I'm just not going to do it. So right now, if I were to buy a house, I could buy a crack den, a mortgageable crack den. If mortgage rates were what they were 4 or 5 years ago, I could buy a decent first-time homebuyer's house. I'm not going to settle for a crack den just because Jerome Powell has a stick up his ass and a fucking raging boner for Donald Trump. I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to wait. I would rather sit in my little ghetto-ass little apartment. It's stupid. Unverified said, MTG, I don't know what that means. Interest rates are brutal right now. Mortgage interest rates. I am in legal field and have consistently closed loans in 7% range. Yeah, that's crazy. That is actually insane to me. Lexus said, sounds like what is happening in all the Western shitholes, to be honest. Same here for shitboxes. It's ridiculous, dude. I am getting to a point, though, where I'm considering it because I could fix up a home, no problem. It would just have to be in the right shape. Like, I got to find the right crack den. You know what I mean? President Trump says U.S. officially reached a trade deal with the European Union. Very exciting. Oh my gosh, I'm a psychopath. I just realized how big of a long position I had open. Pudgy Penguins squashed OpenSea acquisition rumors. Pudgy Penguins didn't buy OpenSea. Chill. Love Pudgy Penguins. I think they're going everywhere. Big bullish over $9 billion in Bitcoin shorts set to be liquidated when Bitcoin hits 125K. Bull run in full swing. Let's freaking go. Today, the U.S. and European Union struck a major trade deal. 15% tariff set on most EU goods. Key sectors like aircraft, semiconductors, and pharma exempted. EU to purchase $750 billion in U.S. energy. $600 billion in EU investments pledged, including defense buys. Steel and aluminum tariffs remain at 50% pending quota shift. Let's freaking go. Bitcoin update. Posted this a couple of weeks ago. Bitcoin is on the verge of a big move, excluding short-term volatility, of course. Year-end targets 150 to 160 conservative, 180 to 200 optimistic. Hell yeah. Altcoins might take the spotlight soon. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you alt season. Let's see. Flexa said I see green. Yep, Bitcoin's getting a little pumpy here. 119,604 and 93 cents. Gosh, this chart is so messy. I think the sausage was a bad idea. It's too big, man. Unverified said one couple I closed a loan for last week had 7.667 fixed rate. That's crazy, dude. My brother-in-law bought a house, and he bought a house like 20 to 40 minutes north of where we live, which is like really good prices. But it's kind of in the middle of nowhere. There's no grocery stores out there. You got to drive like 45 minutes to get to Walmart. It's way out of the way. But it's a beautiful home. He bought a beautiful home. His finance guy, mortgage guy, said, I saw that, Flexa. I saw that. Isn't that crazy, dude? The dude's unstoppable. Brendan Hogan said they always tell me it's too big. So his finance guy said, don't fix your rate. Don't get your rate fixed. It's going to go down. The mortgage rates are going to go down. They're going to lower interest rates. And it kept going up and up and up and up. And he was like, what the hell, dude? And the guy's like, just don't do it. They're going to lower it. They're going to lower it. And he finally locked it in and saved himself like another whole percentage point by locking it in when he did. But I thought it was crazy. I was like, damn, that sucks. Because you can always refinance, but geez, dude, I don't know. It's crazy to me. These people are all crazy. And they're all underqualified, unfortunately. It's nuts. Tom Selleck said, hate to break it to you, but the 10-year is more important for interest rates on homes to come down, not the Fed rate. You can ask Gronk or ChatGPT or whatever you use. Powell dropping rate might not matter. Well, hopefully the bull run gives me enough money to not give a shit. Let's see. Yeah, dude. Alts are spicing up. Look at Swee's already up 2.16%. Ooh. Flexa said massive housing market bubble pop within the next few years. I hope so, dude. Unfortunately, I've been hearing people say that for like 8 years and nothing has changed, so I'm quite skeptical on that concept. I'll believe it when I see it. Might be smart to stack and wait. That's also kind of what I'm doing. Likely 2028, 2029. See, that's too long for me, man. I think that's too long. Which sucks. Yeah. I'm not gonna wait that long. Not gonna happen. Baja said I'm about that 2x sweet. Not financial advice. Congratulations, Brandon Hilgen, once again on your victory, ladies and gentlemen. Alt season. And last but not least, we got S&P 500 futures open above 6,400 for the first time in history after President Trump announces a trade deal between the United States and Europe. Let's freaking go. All right, let's do a quick portfolio update. Flex said, just become a billionaire, bro. So easy. That's what I'm working on. That's like my... Is it fucked up that seems more achievable than buying a house with like a regular, like an average income in the United States? Becoming a billionaire, or even just a millionaire, seems like a more reasonable target, a more reasonable goal than buying a house. What? That blows my mind. And Verified said home prices in my area are completely bonkers. 2.7 million for a two family in Boston. Yeah, that's nuts. Michigan's one of the more affordable places to buy a house as well. The market hasn't been awful here, but it's been getting progressively worse. Within my price range, there's like, at any one time, maybe like 5 or 6 houses, and they're almost always pending. That Pulse Player said, thoughts on Zora? Baja said, I bought on April 15th some sweet, and now I'm near that 2x. Very nice. Flexa said, a millionaire, literally just 1,000 times, not hard. Jim said nothing wrong with peeling profits every time the price doubles on spots. All right, thoughts on Zora? Zora, I don't know anything about this coin. It looks like it went crazy. It might keep going. Just make sure you're not FOMOing, you know. From the local bottom-ish, it's up almost 1,000%. Woo! My Brands of Brooklyn said, sell your mom's house and get a mother-daughter with your mom? What? I can't just sell my mom's house. It doesn't belong to me. Jim said, yep, I read that already. Yeah, dude. This volume increase is quite substantial. So you got this giant volume spike. You got hump 1, hump 2. Is it going for hump 3? I can see that. Right now, your RSI is not oversold. You do have a confirmed red dot literally right at the Pico top here, so be careful. Just be careful. I'm not saying it's not going to go up. There's stuff pointing to it retracing for a minute. But it could just completely bypass that, depending on the market cap and the hype and the marketing. It's at 10 cents though. 10 cents is going to be pretty hefty resistance. So it's up to you. If you got big balls and high appetite for risk, then go for it. Not financial advice. If you're kind of a nerdy little weenie hut junior like me, then maybe wait for a pullback. I don't know. Flexa said start an upswing, an ass wiping stick company. And take it to Dragon's Den, right? 2-family home listed at 3.3. That's so crazy. Look at Total 3, dude. Woo! Total 3 looks so good. 1.06 right now. Dude, it got up there fast. 1.06 trillion. 1.07 is our target. Are we about to go bananas? I think we're about to go bananas. Let's DCA a little bit, guys. I think we should buy a little bit of crypto, shouldn't we? Should we just DCA a little bit? I'm doing it. Oh shit, I went to the wrong place. Coinbase, fucker. Go! I'm gonna FOMO DCA, guys. Watch this. Watch me single-handedly stop the pump with one purchase. Are you ready? Bam. Pump officially dead. I've killed it. It's done. You're welcome. That Pulse player said y'all must be Canadian as well. What? Said who? I'm from Michigan. We're like honorary Canadians. Oh my gosh, that's so delicious. Flexa said, short the thing you buy immediately. Don't say that. I'm already in a long. Okay. Total 3 looks gorgeous. Gorgeous. Let's go check Total 2. Total 2, 1.52 trillion. We're looking for that moon on the 30th still. I think we might get a little front run here. It is currently the 27th. Was I off by 3 days? Current local high, 1.64 trillion. Let's see if we can hit that. Did I close my long? Oh, I'm nervous. I'm going to do it anyways. I'm in profit. I'll take it. Let's go. Very nice. I like it. Good job, boys. Bitcoin dominance 60.97. Dude, this is breaking down. We might officially be entering alt season. That might be happening right now, right before our eyes. Look at this fucking loose thing. What even is that? Get in there. Oh, it's fine. Okay. 60.96. Jim Derringer said USB COI is a nice chart to check where the cycle is. Nobody knows what that means, Jim. USB 2.0. USB COI. United States ISM Purchasing Managers Index. Flexa said sub 60. Come on, do it. Do it. Oh, it doesn't work. Intervals less than 1 month are not support. Well, that sounds dumb. What does this tell me about the bull market? Does this have to go up for the bull market? I kind of see it. Shia LaBeouf. Dude, I love Shia LaBeouf. I feel like... okay, maybe I shouldn't say that. I'm pretty sure he got in trouble for being abusive. Don't hit women. Just don't do it. If you do, you deserve to get your fucking ass beat. But as an actor, he's a good actor. That's still no excuse. I think Chris Brown should be I don't even know the word. I'm gonna get in trouble. He should not be famous anymore. And I don't know what else. I'm just gonna shut up. I'm gonna shut up. Unverified said Bitcoin dominance, please dump. Let's go look. Oh, dude, the monthly for Bitcoin dominance looks crazy. What did we get for our weekly on Bitcoin? Oh my god. Is that the highest weekly close ever? What did we close at? 119, 465 and 52 cents. Dang, that's crazy. What a spicy, juicy number. And that's bullish engulfing, technically, is it not? Bitcoin dominance. Let's go back down to the 4-hour. Yeah, 60.97. Tell you what, it dumps pretty fast when it dumps. XRP's up 1.14. I'm surprised XRP's not flying with that Bank of America news. That's pretty significant news. What else do we got that's up significantly? We got Renders up 1.13. Fartcoin up 1.93. Let's go. Fartcoin waking up. 2.07 already. And Doge 1.24. Dude, should I call my mom? Tell her to build a portfolio? Is it time? Dude, I'm glad I took profit on my... I'm glad I took profit on my long. I literally bought the top. And then close my long at the top. Good call, Flexa. Good call. Bravo. Congratulations, Brendan Hilgen, once again on your victory. Cheers, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Sunday. Let's go through our portfolios today. Guys, we got 18 people watching. Don't forget to smash the like button today. I'm going to ask that one coin from each, and it'll be the first one that each of you pick. I need 4 coins from you guys. 4 coin suggestions in the chat. Go. These are coins that you want to add to a portfolio. Go. 4 coins. Flexa said long later after sleep. Unverified said if ADA hits $5 to $6, I won't need to work while I'm in law school. Hell yeah. I think you're good then, my friend. Flexa said when London wakes up. Guys, 4 coins. 1 per person. Go. You're adding it to a portfolio. We got ZRO, ENA. What else? What else? What else? 2 more. ETH. Okay, I like it. I didn't know John was here. That's kind of creepy. And Cookie. I don't know if Cookie qualifies. We get Cookie and ETH. We'll check Cookie. Cookie might be it. Give me 1 more. Okay, ADA. I'll take ADA. All right, ladies and gentlemen, those are our coins that we're going to be adding to our perfect entry portfolio. Let me check if Cookie is available. It is. Okay, cool. So it'll be Cookie. So right now I'm going to do a poll in the chat. I'm going to go ZRO, ENA. Let me make sure ZRO. I don't even know what the hell that coin is. Why can't I type, man? ZRO. Layer 0? Which one? Jim Derringer. Is it the top one, layer 0? Let me know. Let's go back to Bitcoin and let me do the poll. Ladies and gents, what coin are we adding to our perfect entry portfolio? We got ZRO. We got ENA. We got ETH. And we got Cookie. Start poll. Ladies and gents, get your votes in for the perfect entry portfolio. Currently, it is still all completely in profit. Let's go through our portfolios while you guys place your votes. Our 1K to 10K Grok portfolio is in profit $24. Currently being held up by Render, Sol, ADA, Ondo, and Proppy, and Fetch, and Doge being dragged down by Near, Shib, and Aptos. Doge in profit 30 cents, Fetch is in profit $1, Proppy $2, Ondo 7, ADA 8, Sol 13, and Render 19. Aptos down 20, Shib down 9, and Near down 2. Next, we got our Memecoin portfolio, which is currently in profit $151, looking good. SNEK and Giga still duking it out, $1 short of each other. Doge is in profit $6, Pepe is in profit $71, and Whiff is in profit $141. Absolutely killing it. Next, we got our narrative portfolio, my favorite, the most steady, the most stable, and the most reliable income, it seems. Currently in profit $180. This portfolio is made up of 1 meme coin, 1 artificial intelligence coin, 1 real world asset coin, 1 decentralized physical infrastructure coin, and 1 gaming coin, and it is absolutely killing it. Currently, VeChain is the only coin that is not in profit. It is down $4. Decentraland is in profit $18. Fetch is in profit $30, Tau is in profit $49, and Pepe is in profit $84. The portfolio is just shredding nonstop. And then we got our perfect entry portfolio, which we've been adding to little by little. Currently, we have a poll. ETH is in the lead with 56%, 9 votes, followed up by Cookie with 22, ZRO with 11, and ENA with 11 as well. Exciting stuff. What are we at? We're at 20 people. We got 10 votes. I'm going to need a little more from you guys for that. Perfect entry portfolio, currently in profit $84. Every single asset is in the green. SWE is up $43. Link is up $27. Render's up $7. And Sol is up $5. This portfolio is beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. Let's see how many do we got. We got 10 votes. Can we get 1 or 2 more votes on the poll? We got 19 people watching, guys. Don't forget to go vote in the poll and smash the like button. I appreciate you guys for being here. Happy Sunday. Bitcoin 119, 532 and 25 cents. Congratulations, Brendan Hilgen, once again on your victory. Let's refresh our liquidation heat map and see where we are at. What a lovely day. Zoom in a little bit. Beautiful. We got 120, 121. Okay, interesting. So that is actually, should be deleted. Yep, 120, 121. And then down below, still the same, 118, 557. Yep. So we are good to go. Can we get one more vote in the poll? We got 19 people watching, 10 votes in the poll. Currently 50% of you guys are voting for ETH. Can we get one more vote? Jim said layer 0. Okay, got it. Flexa said anything ETH, DeFi, or yield will moon. Jim said, yeah, can't be ETH. Flex is sharing the aliens from Space Invaders. Jim said, it definitely deserves its spot in the portfolio. John said, don't want to hold vet. That Pulse player said, keep an eye on the Richard Hart ecosystem, Hex and Pulse Chain. They're doing really well. Flexa said, ICP, LMAO, JJ all in. Ooh, okay, we got 11 votes, 45. So we're at ZRO and ETH. I'm going to end the poll right now with 11 votes. Ladies and gentlemen, Ethereum, 45%, followed by ZRO with 27, Cookie with 18, and ENA with 9. Let's go to our portfolio and add ourselves some Ethereum. First, I got to do a little bit of JJ math. How do I figure this out? Okay, I think I can afford 0.0258 Ethereum. Add coin. ETH. And $99. There we go. We got it. Ladies and gentlemen, Ethereum is now part of our perfect entry portfolio. I like it. I'll take it. 583. We're $83 in profit. We will see where we can go from here. Ethereum, that was kind of a top on ETH, though. I would have rather bought it down here, but can't help the price pumping. Perfect entry is a perfect entry. John said, just pick a random number. Your math is always bad and wrong anyway. It's JJ math. It's not bad and wrong. It's just incorrect sometimes. That doesn't mean that it's bad. It's math done with good intentions is good math. All right. Bitcoin dominance, 60.97. We are losing 61. I like it. If we can get a 4-hour candle close below 61, I would be very happy and excited. 60 is going to be a big one. 60.5 though might even be more big. I don't know. I'm excited about our portfolio performance. I think everything's in profit right now. The 1K to 10K was the closest to being negative, and it's still in profit. 22 bucks. We're doing real good. We are doing really good. So the whole point of this is to show you guys how easy it is, especially in a bull market, to make money. And it's just for fun, because how often do you track coins that you don't actually own? So this is a cool idea to just throw portfolios together, see how good they do compared to other portfolios, whatever. This portfolio, 60% of these coins were recommended by Grok. The other 40% that Grok recommended weren't actually available on this platform because they were like really weird, like niche. I don't even know, like less than like $10 million market cap, like really weird small micro cap coins. So we had the community vote on the other 40%, which is just 4 different coins. The Memecoin portfolio, I think we all picked 5 coins out of this. The narrative portfolio, we also went through and we picked on CoinMarketCap, the CoinMarketCap categories section. We just went into each one and picked something out of each category. And then the perfect entry one, we're building as a collective hive mind to try to build the best performing portfolio of all time. And that includes timing the market correctly and the assets themselves without luck, without gambling, just straight investing like a boring white toast. Boring motherfucker. John said, yep, I read that. Flex said ETH weekly chart could literally be 4K this week. F a pullback, just send it. Jim said ETH dominance suggests ETH has a lot of juice in the tank this season. I like it. Flexa shared a shooting star ring thing. I think he's proposing. Flexa, yes, I will absolutely marry you. And that Pulse Player said Bitcoin wants to reject 120K again. Yeah, Bitcoin's gonna be dancing around 120 for a little bit. I don't see it as a big deal, honestly. The fact that we recovered that $9 billion sell is impressive. I'll take that. You know, if we got to reject 120 a couple of times, I don't really care. I'm excited, man. I am excited. Perfect entry portfolio. About to put Grok to shame for real, dude. Flexa said I want to prenup. It's too late. I already have your keys. It's too late. It's done. Ready? Drained. All right, what do we got? Let me see if there's any news on X. I love that I do this part and there's nothing. It's always just like people fighting in Waffle House. Doo, 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 doo. Oh, we got a coin fashion. Oh, whoa. Last October, my grandmother died. I inherited $40,000 from her. I invested the money in a meme coin the same day I received it. The coin dropped by 90%. And my family keeps asking me what I plan to do with the money that is already lost. Jeez, that's crazy. Why would you do that? Like, take 10% and throw it into a meme coin, sure, but not the whole thing, dude. That's actually crazy. Over this one's actually interesting. I saw this earlier from Cointelegraph. Apparently, over 913,000 Ethereum, worth $3.4 billion, has been lost to user error. More than 5% of all Ethereum is permanently gone, including EIP 1559 burns, says Coinbase executive Grogan. That's crazy. Cash Oak said, I want to make my 40K longs 80K. It usually goes against me, lol. We are getting over the 1 hour 200 finally on a lot of alts. I like it. Jim said, if you're going to YOLO, where did it go? He deleted it before I could read it. All right, what do we got? Anything going crazy sweet? Still up 1.9%. He said, if you're going to YOLO all of your life savings into something, at least make it an index fund. Yeah, don't do a meme coin, man. Like I said, do put 10% in a meme coin, put the rest in something else. Or just don't. Use it to go party with your friends, whatever the fuck. At least then you have something to show for it, like experience or something. Here's a good lesson. Here's a good life lesson. When I was younger, I think I was about 16, 17 at the time. My dad passed away when I was 12 years old. 16, 17, I moved out, and I was made aware that I was receiving checks from the state. It was some kind of supplemental social security thing, like literally like sorry your dad died money from the state. And it was like $2,000 a month. And I was literally a kid. I had no expenses. I was receiving $2,000 a month for doing nothing. And I just blew all of that money. I was buying cigarettes, alcohol, just put money in the gas tank to go drive around with my friends, whatever. I literally spent it on nothing. Food, junk, parties. And the one thing that I purchased, it's actually in the cupboard right above me, and it was in 2011, is a MacBook Pro. That is the only physical thing that I have to show for that money. If you do the math, it was like $45,000 that I had received over the course of like 2.5, 3 years. And I have a MacBook Pro from 2011. That's all that I have to show for it. That's insane. So don't, especially if you're young, live life when you're young, but also think at least a little bit about your future. If I had just saved like 10% of that, 4 or 5 grand, and invested it back then, I could probably buy a house right now. Are you kidding me? John, I don't even want to talk about it. Shut the fuck up. This is why I actually don't feel that bad. In like 2012, I looked into Bitcoin, and it was either a couple $100 or a couple $1,000. I have no clue. And I was in college, and I could have mined it. I looked into mining it. I had the computer for it and everything. I was like, nah, this is a waste of time. I only spent like 2 hours looking into it. And I never talked about it or thought about it ever again. I was like, this thing's like it's peaked. It's never gonna be this high ever again. It's whatever. I'm not gonna waste my time on it like a dumbass. And that was it. So luckily, I didn't spend like a week or a month or a year doing anything, and then I misplaced something. But like, at least it wasn't one of those situations. So I don't have any deep regrets where I'm like, oh my gosh, I fumbled the bag or whatever the fuck. I looked into something for 2 hours and then I forgot about it because I was a dumbass teenager who was high all the time. So I've never lingered on that too much, and I guess I'm lucky because I'm not the guy with the hard drive in the dump worth like billions of dollars worth of Bitcoin on it or whatever. You know, I don't know. Just funny to me. It's just funny to me. Congratulations, Brendan Hilgen, once again on your victory. Guys, Bitcoin getting a little pullback here. 119, 176, and 51 cents. I legit picked the perfect time to close my long. Flexa said, my first ever mistake in the old days was sending ETH to the wrong chain. Is there even a prevention method to stop people doing that now? No. So what they could do, I believe, is similar to what they did when that big hack happened. The whole, well, at the time, it would have been miners. Now I have no idea. The Ethereum Foundation could just be like, well, we don't want this 5% to disappear. So we're going to vote and migrate the entire chain over and just have this 5% in our hands with the migration. Like, everyone, you'll still have your ETH, you'll still have your ETH, you'll still have your ETH, but this 5% that's in the garbage can will be in our hands now. Once the migration is done, they can vote to do that. Jim said, at the very least, buy SPY. It's safe, guaranteed to climb, pays a dividend, etc. I didn't know that. John, yep. Financial awareness usually happens after you've blown your early opportunities. Yeah. That's probably what triggers it as well. Honestly, I had no financial awareness until I got into crypto 4 or 5 years ago. I had no savings. I was living paycheck to paycheck. It's crazy how something that seems so insignificant can have such a huge impact on your life. Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn said NASDAQ index 2. Flexa said money is important. We live and learn. They say it's not, but it is. Better to never have heard of it, to have it and lose it all. Yeah, exactly. That there's a new movie coming out. Oh shoot, what's it called? It's got Keanu Reeves and Seth Rogen. Good Fortune. And Keanu Reeves is like, he's like a budget angel. And Aziz Ansari is in it. And he plays an Uber driver, and Seth Rogen is like this rich tech bro. And Aziz Ansari is like, I gotta work for this a-hole. And he's got all this money and stuff. And Keanu Reeves, as an angel, he's like, I can show you that money doesn't make a difference. And he's like, do it. And then he switches their lives. So then Aziz Ansari is a tech bro, and Seth Rogen is like a broke Uber driver. And one of the like higher up angels confronts Keanu Reeves. They're like, what did you do? And he's like, oh, I tried to show him that money can't solve all of his problems by, you know, switching his life with the other guy. And the angel's like, and what happened? And Keanu Reeves is like, money seems to have solved all of his problems. It's so good, dude. It looks so good. Ugh. All right, Bitcoin's getting a little baby pullback here. Alts are bleeding a little bit. All those gains are lost, which, you know, I can't say I wasn't expecting. We are getting back above 61 on Bitcoin dominance, which I am a little disappointed about. Hopefully we don't close above it. I would like to see it just continue to the downside. But we'll wait and see. We'll see what happens, obviously. I'm probably going to call it here, guys. Flexa said Good Fortune. Yeah, it's not out yet. It's coming out. I'm telling you, dude, there's going to be a comedy renaissance. The Wayans brothers got their They like got their rights back to their movies or something like that. They're coming back. A comedy is going to be funny again. When is the last time you saw a good comedy movie? Literally can't even think of one. There has not been a good comedy movie in forever. Comedy has completely died. And I don't know what did it. I don't know if it was woke culture. I don't know if it was budgets, under budget, over budget, whatever. I don't know if it was the box office. I don't know if it was Hollywood. I have no clue. But this movie looks funny. The Wayans brothers are coming back. They're probably going to make a scary movie again. And I'm going to die laughing in the theater. It's going to be super duper fun. Brennan Hilgen said super bad in theaters. The Death of Stalin 2018. That was 7 years ago, John. I rest my case. Brennan Hilgen said super bad in theaters. Super bad was the first movie I ever smoked weed with. 2. Is that, do you smoke weed to a movie? I smoked weed and Superbad was on. The first time I smoked weed, Superbad was playing on the television. Does that make it significant? And then Pineapple Express came out. Oh, that was such a good movie. Flexa said it was the rainbow nose pierced weirdos. Yeah. I don't know if it was, though. I don't know. One of my favorite movies of all time is Tropic Thunder. And compared to today's politically correctness, that movie is so problematic. And that makes it so much funnier now. Because of how, and the whole point is how ridiculous the characters are. So if somebody ever had a problem with it, it would be because they're taking it literal, which is what the movie's supposed to not be. I don't know. It's funny. Mr. Roberts said, cheers, JJ. Peace all. Take it easy, Mr. Roberts. I appreciate you. Guys, I'm probably going to call it an evening as well. Congratulations, Brennan Hilgen, once again on your victory. Absolute legendary win and delicious prize, if I do say so myself. Hopefully Bitcoin just rebounds from here and I got to jump back on in like 20 minutes. That would be pretty sick. I'm excited for a pump. We'll see if we get it. But this is where I love and leave you. Appreciate you guys. Flex said, first time I smoked weed, I got laugh attacks so hard my friend's mom came downstairs and I caught him smoking a biscuit and a bong. Shit, good times. Okay, I can't leave yet. Now I have to tell these stories. We're at my buddy's. It was at one of my buddy's birthdays. And this is like the first time we're all smoking. And our buddy Adam brought the weed over. And he's super paranoid. And he tries way too hard to be serious all the time. And we're all super duper high. We're probably like 15, 16 years old. And we're having cake downstairs. And their parents are like, it's time for cake. And we're all like, okay. We all run downstairs. And we're sitting around the table. And my buddy's mom's like cutting the cake and whatever. And she's giving everybody their piece. And I'm sitting in my chair. I'm just sitting in my chair like this. I'm like trying really hard not to die laughing. And then she goes, who wants ice cream? And I go, and I just start cracking up. And Adam's sitting like one person next to me. There's one person and Adam's over there. And I'm like trying really hard. I'm like convulsing, trying not to laugh. And I just see Adam way over here. He leans back and he goes, dude, shut the fuck up. And then I just go, started cracking up in his face. And it was so, I don't remember what happened after that. I literally just started laughing hysterically like a maniac in his face because he was being so serious. And it was the dumbest thing in my fucking entire life. I could not stop myself from laughing. I don't know what was funny. It was just the whole scenario. We're all sitting around the table. We're all like high off of our ass. And we're all like, and she goes, who wants ice cream? And then I start laughing more. And Adam's just like, dude, shut the fuck up. And I was like, oh. I could not stop, dude. It was out of control. Oh man, good times. Good times. All right. That's where I leave you guys. Enjoy the story. Bitcoin might get a little pumpy here. I might not even be able to leave. I'm gonna leave before that happens though. Everything's getting nice and juicy. I give it a little break. Even if it gets a little pumpy, I'll probably give it a little 20-minute break before I hop back on, just so I don't stop the pump from happening. Anyways, guys, as always, if Bitcoin starts to do anything crazy, I will hop back on. Otherwise, I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you very much for stopping by. Smash the like button. Happy Sunday and good night.